This is my Alum solution created on January 23rd, 2018 at 5:15 p.m. Roughly a day later, small crystals have begun to form at the bottom of the vial. I covered the top of the vial with 2 layers of Kim wipe, which may have influenced the rate of formation. If I had only used 1 layer, the solution may have evaporated more quickly and formed crystals faster. And if I had wrapped the vial with 3 layers, perhaps crystals would develop more slowly and evaporate more slowly. So to start off, we got some aluminum foil and we dissolved it in potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide breaks down aluminum into aluminum hydroxide, which is soluble. After we filter out the impurities, we add sulfuric acid to the solution. Now that's basic because it will create a neutralization reaction. And aluminum hydroxide with 3 hydroxides ends up being a solid. However, we need pure aluminum, so we have to keep adding sulfuric acid, which will eventually dissolve the aluminum hydroxide enough to give us pure aluminum 3+. Now that we have pure aluminum, we have the reactants necessary for the alum, but we have to make the solution insoluble. As such, we place it in an ice bath to lower the temperature, as lower temperatures reduce solubility. Once the solution is too cold to remain dissolved, solid alum begins to form as white crystals. To grow crystals of sodium chloride, or table salt, I will try a much simpler route. I would add table salt to boiling distilled water to saturate it until it's mostly dissolved. Once dissolved, I would place the solution in a safe container, such as a petri dish or a vial, and allow for the water to evaporate, leaving behind salt crystals. I would add more salt than necessary to supersaturate it so that crystals can form much more easily. So I got this idea from online labs with a source link in the video now. Essentially, we can create crystals out of benzoic acid, which is different from the current experiment where we used acid to break the solute down to make crystals. In this case, the crystals come from the acid itself. Similarly to the table salt experiment, we simply add boiling distilled water to a beaker of benzoic acid and stir until it dissolves. We then pour the solution into another beaker through a filter to remove impurities. While after the solution cools a bit on its own, we place the beaker into an ice bath. Once it's cold enough and the solubility is reduced, white crystals like the ones on screen will begin to form.